What's going on, guys? Good Hunter's lost his crumbs, so that's always interesting. Mungo Barrows has nicked the crumbs. Oh, listen to that glorious, glorious Emperor prevailing music. Which is blasting my eardrums because I have my fucking PC volume up all the way because I was annihilating my eardrums with music earlier. What's going on, guys? I hope you're good. I mean, Good Hunters, I know you're not good because you've lost your crumbs, so we'll bypass that. But how about everyone else? What is cooperative mode in this? Right. I understand. Actually, look at these pings. These pings aren't actually too bad. I just want to point out to you guys, even though you guys can't see it, hang on, I'll swap this over so you can actually see it. Look at these pings. These pings are pretty good. Oops. I don't know why Asia's 212. Makes me wonder where that is. Like US West 164, but Asia, wherever the fuck that is 212. Like, I'm sorry, what? Anyway, the reason where the fuck is ZA? What's ZA? There's a lot of fucking places. Anyway. The reason I say it is because when I was playing Party Animals with Daz the other day, he made me play on the US servers and the US ping was fucking horrific. Although looking at that, I would say that it was probably US East, so. Which is bad. That was poor decision. Poor decision. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Anyway, so here we are. We're back. Where we left off, I spent probably an hour redoing equipment and leveling everybody up from last time. So I didn't have to sit here doing that during the stream. I haven't moved, so we're exactly where we were. I've just re-equipped everything, and now we're moving on. Moving on with our lives. We're still as belted up, bashed, beaten, bruised as we were before, which is not fun, but nevertheless, we're here.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
A new challenge for me.
I feel like I probably should be working on these. I don't actually know what happens with any of these, though. Or if any of this is open, closed. I don't really know.
The machine god grants me insight.
Machine God grants him insight. Anyway, let's continue. Let's get into this, because obviously we've got a lot of going.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
A lot of going to go. Rabble, shooter, underhive, rabble. The voices belonging to the many residents of the lower levels merged into a single humming noise, unnerving and oppressive, much alike the surrounding catacombs. Whoa.
Follow my lead.
Hey, what's that?
I don't know what that is.
The whispers told me how.
Feel a slight prickling sensation in the back of your head. The back.
Hey, your virtuousness. How are you doing? I was born to wage war against darkness.
Your virtuousness.
I am always doing wonderfully when danger is near.
My people are flogging the shit out of each other. What the hell, man?
Something of interest.
Yes. Goods. Collect goods.
None shall stand in my way.
There was something there that I didn't... It sort of flashed up for a split second.
Conventionally high efficiency for the unit Cassia or Celio, relative to unlimited experience. The unit status is being upgraded.
Knowledge is the key to everything, is it not, esteemed Magos? I learned this wisdom from your fellow priests, and it has helped me many times.
They're having a conversation.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Really, some of these maps
Need to investigate.
are like really not okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, Jesus.
Go again.
We got demons already. I'm not sure that's a great thing. I think they just turned the whole area against me. Actually, I'm nearly positive they turned the whole area against me.
Guided by faith.
Alright, let's get rid of this thing first and foremost.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Yep, good shooting.
Scared yet? Let's get to it.
Yeah, they definitely fucking brought in a whole bunch of everything. God damn it, there's cultists everywhere and there's wrigglers in the side of the screen. I've got wrigglers.
On it. Be gone.
I do need to try
That
and
is not my destiny.
debuff that fucking demon.
Will do. Not this Scryer's Joe.
If I can debuff the demon, because that demon's pretty chunky as well. Herald of Zinch.
Scared yet?
I think these ones are all friendly. I think. Yeah, that's probably not the greatest concept I've ever had. Let's not do that.
My vow is to serve. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
This is rough, man. I didn't think I was going to get thrown into the middle of a big shit show straight off the bat.
Suits my nothing of value has been lost. All too easy.
Nothing of value has been
Suits
lost.
my purposes.
I don't like that he just walked out of that.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. I'm not accustomed. Another foe painted black.
Well, yeah.
I'm afraid not.
Let's make it quick.
None of my allies are helping. All these other guys are just all too far away.
Out of my way. Here we go.
I think they've all got melee weapons, which probably doesn't help, but... Oh. Ow. Not all for that.
I will not.
Okay. Well,
Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
swish. Barbecue.
Army maggot.
Oh. Someone's in range to start shooting.
I know what is to come.
Oh boy has 7 stacks of that shit on him. I think it's better to leave those stacks on than it is to try and get rid of them. Like with this. The operative removes all exploits from the target, decreasing the target's dodge, parry, and armor by that until the start of the operative's next turn. I mean, that's not horrible, but...
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
It's just... incredibly nuke it to death. Nuke it into the ground and see what happens.
Because that is an equation.
It just took over the rest of the room. What the hell? Well, so much for that.
It will be done. One fewer target. Let's make it quick.
I assume it's going to try and take them over as well.
Emperor, give me strength. Me? Try to die with grace at least.
Show me what you've got.
I assume that's what's going to happen, is that it'll move back over again. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, I figured as much.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
I didn't want that to happen, but I had a feeling it was going to.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
I don't know how well this is going to go, but we're about to find out. I'm always really hairy when it comes to using warp magic, because things tend to blow up lately, and that hasn't been really fun.
Running by Eric, the Omnissiah condemns you.
Is he on fire? He's melting from the Herald of Tzeentch. That's probably not a good thing.
Indeed. Let's get to it.
I still have a couple of rabble on my side. Not a lot, but I still have a couple.
I am a navigator, not an
Out of the way. Hold on, ho.
Can I shoot that guy? I can. Yeah, I can shoot him, but it's not a good shot.
Was that you?
Be gone.
Buzzed. I wonder if I can... Yes, I can keep debuffing it. This is going to be pretty rough, I think.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I will do my duty. Let's make it quick.
Because I think once that Herald gets close to these two guys, it's just going to go ballistic again.
If I may.
Unless I kill it before it does indeed do that.
Let's get to it.
Which it looks like it's about to just... Oh no, that's alright. So, well, it's as alright as it can be given the situation.
This is unacceptable.
No, no, it's not. Okay, I take everything back.
As the Emperor commands. I'll do it.
It keeps warping around. I might just bonk this guy with the staff, honestly. Hey-ya!
Function successfully terminated.
Keep stacking it. I should also probably be able to actually shoot this thing.
Not a problem for me. I'd rather not. At your beck and call, I took care of this one.
Indeed you did. Good work.
Me? Another foe painted black.
Oh, I just got an achievement. I killed a demon. That was the achievement. It's the big get wrecked. Well, let's see if it blows us all up. It did not blow us all up. I am happy. Now I get to loot all the crap, which is probably going to be all crap. Ooh. The wearer gains 5 toughness if their intelligence is less than 35. So I gain toughness if someone is not smart. If they are big dumb. But still the same garbage, really.
It's about time.
Filthy excuse for a table is smeared with someone's dinner consisting of algae and corpse starch. Excellent. I think I looted everything, because I think I was more or less in the very last section when I went over to have a look at that body, which exploded into a Zeech demon.
A new challenge for me?
Ooh, can I get in there? Maybe? What is down there? Nothing?
Over there. The ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Ow.
My house would be proud of me. I've never wondered so much before.
Alright, that's obviously the last place I can loot. That sucked. Let's have a look, though, because I did just get a new cloak. What is this cloak? Increases melee damage against demonic enemies by 2 if the wearer has a dogmatic conviction. I think she already has a cloak. No, she doesn't. Let's give it to her. Because, you know, sister of battle. Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. I think it makes sense. Who's dumb is the next question. You have low intelligence, but not by design. I think as long as their intelligence is under 25? No, hang on, what's this? When the wearer successfully hits with a single shot attack, the next target suffers slow. I mean, that's not what I thought that was, but... I don't know what happened there. And this level should actually be able to give some of my people more health. Some, not all. Whenever an enemy attacks the warrior's next melee attack against that enemy deals +5 damage. Probably not. I think I really wanted to, like, look at a few other things. His movement and grant. See, that's cool. I don't like that because not all melee weapons have a bleed effect, so... See, that sounds actually pretty good. And honestly, I'm looking at weapon skill, and my weapon skill is woeful, so... Toughness maybe put off the cards for today, because I need more weapon skill. So, no more health. Not for him, anyway. What else we got? All allies excluding Xenos in the current party gain 5 to the same characteristics as was chosen for humanity's finest. Humanity's finest. Half the bonuses to no heresy. However, Imperial characters law... yeah. I was gonna look at this guy and see if I could, like, build him up a bit more. And I'm loath to take that Desolation skill because a lot of the time there tends to be, like, a lot of enemies. When an Imperial World character is affected by an ally's non-damaging ability... I might go with No Heresy for him. And he can get toughness. His weapon skill is already maxed out by the looks of it. I'll do that for her. I don't know what that actually does, but I like that idea. Soldier. Soldier gains agility. This bonus is doubled against enemies from which the soldier is protected by cover at the moment of the attack. Don't know about that. Each shot fired by the soldier grants them 1 agility until the end of the turn. Initiative dodge. If a character uses a melee weapon, their dodge reduction is equal. It also affects the demolition skill. Enough bullets for everyone. Bullet in this turn. There's a lot of stuff that I'm not really sure about in this. The first hit of each burst attack deals additional damage. Equal, that's maybe. Soldier's medium. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Make sure that medium armor doesn't hurt anybody. Even though I'm pretty sure that's like power armor, so it should be heavy, but that's okay. We won't question it. Let's give her... They reckon I should give her commerce. With a base skill of 25, I mean, ugh. I mean, I guess. I don't really think that's a great idea, but... Logic or perception? Let's give him more perception. Okay. That's the levels. And I think that's all I've got in here for today.
Lay claim to the stars.
I am heckin' done in here. Everyone is dead.
Victory awaits.
I can't see shit. Life is good. Alright. I've killed Tzeentch demons. There has been many dead Tzeentch demons. Yes, the Tzeentch demons got yeeted. Hello, ferret.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I won't tolerate weakness. I'm pretty sure that there's probably something in here that I've missed, but that's okay. What's with the goofy face?
It's about time.
What's with the derpy face? AI?
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
I think this is where I actually came in. No, this can't be where I came in. I do admit, though, I am wary of AI as well. I always double check anything I use AI for. I'm okay. I'm not horrible. I'm not great, I'm not horrible. I'm just having a day. I'm having an okay day. An okie D. I don't like how long this is taking to load. Every other thing loads straight away. I did not. I haven't watched any of, I mean, I don't usually watch, to be fair, but I usually see clips and stuff. It's probably because I've been freaking busy for so long, honestly. I have, had a wee bit of a falling out with my knowledge of what goes on in the VTuber world. Even among my siblings.
None shall stand in my way.
Didn't I explore all this? How come this is all covered by fucking fog of war? Or is this somewhere else? Oh Jesus, I've just walked into this. Hello Felix, how you doing, buddy? You see that half of them are black holes where their eyes used to be. Some maintain gloomy silence, others are wailing. Several armed insurgents are carefully watching over. I'm okay. I'm okay today. Others are wailing. Several insurgents carefully watching over the terrified hostages, snapping every now and then, some of them for shaking too much or crying too much. Elderly citizen, come to your senses, Arlid. Look what you're doing to your own family. A woman of about 60, grey-haired but still strong, is kneeling before a stocky man with a thick, pure white beard, stretching her arm towards him. Take pity on us. Let's go. Stop talking and embrace redemption. Our children have gained true sight while you still believe the lie. Upon seeing you, the man points his weapon at you. The other insurgents do the same. Who are you and why are you here? Well, I think we all know how this goes. Why are you trying to save them and who is behind all this? At Aurora's behest. Aurora is the great prophet and the great warrior. Their faces shrouded, but their gaze pierces the veil of time and sees into the future. I always knew the governor's dogs were hiding the truth from us, and now the day has come. A prophet has come to Rykard Minoris and opened our eyes. The end of the world is coming, of the final dawn, and only those who accept Aurora's truth will survive it. His mind and soul are pierced by shards of colourful deception. Hues once twisted by despair, and the Immaterium's influence can never be the same again. Layperson, cognition is not your primary function. You are saving your kin by holding them at gunpoint, and you believe that burning their eyes will grant them sight. It is evident that the author of the dogmatic teaching that confused you meant to make a mockery of your deplorable intellect. Oof. To cast your own children into the thrall of heresy, to drown your progeny in this filth with your own hands. Are all these people your family? All of my adopted blood and children are here. I raised them all as my own, and now I must protect them. Help them see. No, you tell me, who are you and what are you doing to these unfortunates? I am the chief. My former name, Arlid. Arlid? Am I pronouncing that right? That's gonna fucking do my head in now. Is meaningless now. I am a father leading his family to deliverance from woes, to salvation. Aurora has opened my eyes to the truth, and my children will see it. Spare us, spare your children. You've been torturing your own fam in order to save them. You've been blinding them so that they could see the truth. I'm just gonna keep testing these to see how well I go because experience.
Those who lack faith cannot grasp the truth and will not be saved. The old man is obstinate, but you'll sense that the confidence in his voice is diminished. These are all worth experience. I gotta play through them. You believe the heretic lies, sold your soul to the arch enemy? Think about it. What good has the final dawn done for it? I'm just going to go with this. The heretical lies. Thank you for the hydrate, IGN. And the posture check. I'm a little bit slouched. The old man sighs heavily. 32 flashies. Oh dear. I don't need your mercy. Protect my family. As for my own fate, I place it in your hands. I condemn you to death. Burn, heretic.
What is that?
Oh. Ah! A bolt pistol!
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive.
Something of interest.
Jesus.
A new challenge for me?
Ah! Oh, she's gonna walk. Oh.
I better myself.
Thank
through
God
my
for that.
service.
Victory awaits!
Oop. What's that? Goods. This area is quite big, actually. I didn't actually realize how big it all was. Oh, that's where I came from. Stop! Bucket Lord! I'd say I'm glad you like it, but I'm not sure you do like it. I had the idea to change it to that. Because, like, I've been pretty unimaginative with that for ages. And then, you know, I don't know if you do know, but there's that meme of the parrot that's staring into the phone. It's like, this person tried to unlock your phone. I mean, I think it's just a generic meme. I don't think that's how it started, but... yeah, it was an iPhone thing. I saw that one day and I'm just like, yeah, that's totally going to be my go live.
I won't tolerate weakness.
We should deal with this.
Over there.
It is risky, I agree.
Cast your eye there.
What a weird little mine.
Duty prevails. See?
Jesus. What are these hiding? Goods.
Right there. Never doubt me.
They're hiding goods.
The
Well,
Emperor
welcome in.
favors me today.
I hope I didn't give you too much of a heart
Duty
attack.
prevails. Never doubt me. The Emperor favors me.
This is one I have the best fucking loot in it ever. Yeah, not really. Clearly oblivious to your presence. Soldier mutters incoherently.
Would you look at that?
Goods. The wearer's lore of Imperium tests depend on fellowship instead of intelligence. Some of these items are a bit weird. I mean, I understand why some of them exist, just because of some of the talents that you can take, but yeah, some of them are a bit weird.
I'll lay claim
I should probably
to the
just change it to
stars.
like, this burb tried to unlock your phone. I thought about that too, just to make it like a little bit more unique, but still have the same sort of feel to it.
It's about time. A new challenge for me.
This person tried to steal your pants.
Victory awaits.
I like how there's a body there, but I can't actually get to the body. Like, it's like, there's a body I want to loot. I'm gonna miss so much on this map, just because there's no real, like, it's, like, map. Like, this is not helpful.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Goods.
None shall stand in my way.
Ooh, new ability. Taunting Scram? Yeah, I don't think so. What's Breakthrough? The warrior gains slash ability with agility bonus. Charges this round. Slash cannot be used in the same round as charge. I do like Reckless Strike. Reckless Strike is a big bonk. Pushes the enemy away. Sometimes that sounds like a good idea, sometimes that sounds like a bad idea. I'm gonna go with Reckless Strike. While the Commissar's ally is under the effects of at all costs... See, I've never been able to put at all costs on somebody else. I think it's just like an area attack. While Commissar is adjacent to an enemy, all their allies gain... I don't know what that is, but we're going to go with it. And I also would like to give this man, if I can, a bolt pistol, which he can't. Because they actually need bolter fucking... Huh. Well, that's ordinary. Can he use a bolter? No. These guys are from Death Worlds. So they like las weapons.
The appropriate treaties on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
Yeah. You just get a tank. A tonk. I'm actually going to use the breakthrough with this guy, though. Ready to serve. When an Imperial War character is affected by an ally's non-damaging ability. I know I keep saying that I should worry about buffs, but... I'm gonna go with that. Because, I mean, it's except Xenos. I mean, do the Adeptus Mechanicus count as Xenos? They wouldn't, surely. And I don't even know if... Does the Navigator count as a Xenos? I mean, she's absolutely a Xenos, but... Does she count as one? That's the important part. I don't want ballistics calculation. There's an Eldari on the front page. I know that. I don't know about anyone else, though. When the operative's perception bonus is 10 or higher, they gain 1 attack point and ignore enemies' deflection. I mean, that sounds good when I'm trying to whack something, but when I'm just shooting fucking lightning at them, deflection's not exactly... If the target has 2 or more, suffers 1 additional exploit. At the start of the operative's turn, the enemy with the largest number receives... Affected with an exploit and exposed weakness, that enemy loses 3 MP and their damage is reduced by 20% on the next turn. That requires them to be close. That sounds fancy. And we will do... I did give him more warp law, but... Why is my character's warp law negative 170? What the hell, man? What happened to me? Yeah, I'm gonna give him more warp law. Because, I mean, none of those are particularly useful stats per se. So, opening up more potential options seems okay to me. Anyway, soldier. Next. Controlled shot. Yeah. Rapid fire. Oh, entrench. They reckon dash or controlled shot. To cover efficiency. But deal 25% less damage. All shots will follow random trajectories. Yeah, let's actually go with controlled shot there. And I will give her that. Next. Nah. The officer's resolve is increased by 3. When the officer targets an attack with an action, an ability, or an attack, the resolve is increased for 1. I would like her to keep getting... Hello. Yep. I have decided. I saw what that did. And my Icky Tech Priest Pasquale. The operative attacks an enemy that's full wounds that target deals. I mean, that's boring. Triggered as an exploit, the operative gains +1 damage until the end of... Yeah, I'm going to do that. Because he does trigger exploits, so... Oh. Logic and tech use maxed out. Let's give him some Imperium lore. I probably should have given him Xenos lore, but anyway. How am I looking? Doesn't look like I've missed anything, so let's go into the command center. I'm not even sure he can do Medicae. No, he can't.
My competences are not that universal.
He might only be able to fix machines. But then again, I've never seen him with a skill that insinuates that he can repair machines either.
Follow my lead.
They're scrabbling around, digging into my skull from the inside. Ah, it's like nails dragging down these metal walls.
Should talk to World
A
Eaters.
visual survey of the locale. The bunker's metal cladding is fully intact and undamaged.
It was a hypothetical tech priest.
New challenge for me?
Okay, the tall... Where's he going? The tall, dark-skinned man turns towards you and greets you in a curt military manner. Facial Ricardi Ab Medner af Coronis, Governor of Star System. Welcome to my temporary headquarters. That's a mouthful. The man's gaze falls upon Abelard. His eyes narrow. Worse rain? Dear. Nods dryly. Governor Medner, my greetings. Governor's expression changes drastically when he sees Cassie, a lady navigator. What an honor. I never thought House Orcelio would grace our world with a visit. Only wish I would have received you under different circumstances. Cassia purses her lips and an echo of grief knocks the wind out of those present. See, she's doing it again. House Orcelio is grateful for the support you've provided to Urek 5 these many years. I'm not seeing the convoy I'd sent to meet you. What happened? Did they fail to find and escort you? If that's so, I promise you their punishment will be swift and severe. The convoy was ambushed and massacred. The only surviving soldier turned out to be a traitor and was personally executed by myself. This is an outrage. I will have the personal vetting procedure changed immediately. The slightest suspicion will be grounds for arrest. There's the Imperium we all know and love. Your Lordship, before we proceed with discussing the matters that interest you, there is a question I feel compelled to ask. It was only recently that Lady Theodora was the head of House von Valencius. I have received no word of her demise. How is it you are now the new rogue traitor? My esteemed predecessor died at the hands of the cultists. Sure, she can be an esteemed predecessor. The governor frowns and deep shadow falls over his face. Rogue traitor von Valencia slain. Unthinkable. Please accept my deepest and most sincere condolences, your lordship. Do not hesitate to let me know how I might be of help. I could ask for a fresh crew here. I thought I was going to raid the fucking penal colony. Well, there's I need to replace my missing crew, I need to replace my missing crew, or I need to replace my missing crew. Good options. Of course, your lordship, you'll be compensated for any losses, and I'll see to it personally that your ship's holds are filled with the finest goods from my personal reserves. Profit factor gain 2. Abelard nods in approval and remarks quietly, excellent, your lordship. A rogue trader has no use for leniency. I mean, I just picked that option because it gave me experience if it passed. I could offer you several thousand fine, obedient servants. However, I am sad to inform you that I won't be able to do it until we've dealt with the insurgency on the planet. I'm sure you won't have to wait long. The rabble will soon be duly punished for their heretical scheming. What do we got? Yes. Yes, number 3 is definitely a good thing. As is number 4, actually. And number 5. That is true. I wish to commend the courage of one of your officers, Sergeant Malgar. He and his soldiers valiantly defended the port. Yes. The sergeant who managed to impress the person of such noble standing will be recommended for decoration. And decorated he will be. Or at least his grave, maybe. Actually, they don't do graves, do they? How about we just not turn the man into corpse starch? Yeah, my kinsman Conrad Voigtveer von Valentius has betrayed our dynasty and the Imperium. If he's hiding in this sector, I want him handed over. Voigtveer is a traitor. Why, any family, however noble, has an unworthy scion or two. Naturally, we will surrender him should we find him within my jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I have no information. However, we have a cogitator here at the command center. It's connected to a data crypt from Lugus Abel's sanctum. It aggregated all the Lex Mechanic reports. Unfortunately, the access prayer for it is unknown to me. If you manage to convince the stubborn machine, you might learn something about Conrad's movements. I hazard he fled from your ship. Fled from you on a ship, not on a pair of wings. I'm looking for a man from the Inquisition. I do. Master von Kalox has left for the hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium. It is an ancient monastery of the Adaptus Mechanicus. I do not know what his objectives are. Needless to say, insurgent activity has been observed in the monastery's vicinity, but I suppose that's too petty of a problem for an agent of the Holy Inquisition. Besides, I've already sent a small detachment of reinforcements there. The weapon the insurgents were using to shoot down shuttles over the city has been destroyed. Now nothing is preventing you from returning to your ship. If you wish to find Master Van Kalox, you should go to the Cenobium of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Notes of anxiety creep into the voice that rattles from Pascal's Vox. That is a lie. Those motherfuckers have no anything. On behalf of the priesthood of Mars, I, Major Hanuman, am officially initiating my participation in the operation. I must inspect the state of the relic and assure myself that it is under zero risk of falling into heretical hands. According to the Catechism of Maintenance and Operation, my tech comrades were supposed to lock the monastery gates against lay people and activate the traps. I deem it optimal that an ordained major should provide assistance. I categorically object. The governor clenches his fist. As much as I respect the sanctity of your monastery, I have my hands on a whole capital that needs to be attended by the Omnicized servants. We've lost many eminent tech priests. Incidentally, one of them perished in the same monastery. Mechanical failures... One perished in that same monastery. Mechanical failures could occur at any moment. Putting it bluntly, you may consider yourself forcibly recruited to the city's defense forces. Mender and Pascal glare at each other. I mean, I do need a tech priest. I don't like Pascal. I don't... Can planetary captains give the Adeptus Mechanicus orders? You've picked an interesting time to quarrel with a servant of the Omnisire, Governor. A critical situation calls for decisive action. I simply cannot let every learned tech priest go to their death the moment they hear about an endangered relic. I mean, that is kind of the deal they have with the Imperium. I need people who can do more than praise the Omnicide or look after the capital and its millions of denizens. Let Pascal deal with his own problems. This Magus is part of my retinue of you and no right to give him orders. You mistake me for a fool. I know that he arrived separately from you, and it would bet my life that no... Do it! The governor's voice dies down in a low growl of a drilling mechadendrite. Its tip is directed straight at the bridge of his nose. Mendek clears his throat and grumbles stubbornly. So this is the negotiation technique you have resorted to? Do you think this is the first time I've been threatened with a weapon? No, but this could be your last. Pascal's voice is akin to the sound produced by his drilling implement, steady and calm, but ready to explode at a moment's notice with the crunching of bone and squelching of tearing flesh. I'm heading to the monastery because I must. Is that clear? Abundantly so, Magos. It would be my assistant to assist the Omnisars. As compensation for your consideration of my request, I, Major Salamnan, officially undertake to accompany you in the Rykard system in the role of bodyguard and to protect you at all costs until your life functions cease, but only within the limits of the Rykard system. See, old mate doesn't give a shit about me. You're a human. Glad you're alive. The governor raises his eyebrows and stares at the tech priest in surprise, but refrains from further commentary. Well, I mean, the Magos was about to do the executing. Pascal, I wish to know what's special about the relic. I've never been there before, but I would presume that the sacred relic of the reactor is capable of great destruction should it end up in heretical hands. The fury of the freed machine spirit, once released from the sacred circuit, will destroy everything around them. The degree of damage inflicted may render the world of Rykab Minoris uninhabitable. Heresy must be purged from those blessed halls. I declare any desecrate who defiles the relic's power a Category 3 blasphemer deserving of immediate execution. Say no more. What has you perplexed about my companion's name? That is what I want to know. According to the raw reports we've received, Logos Abel Hanuman set off for the hallowed electrodynamic Cenubium a short while before it was stormed. I'm glad to find out that you're safe. Perhaps you possess information on the Master Van Kalox. My name is Pascal Hanuman, not Abel. I know nothing about such a person. How did he fly? That seems suspicious. When a Logos of the Adeptus Mechanicus wants to go somewhere, we don't ask why, your lordship. Well, fucking you just asked why with this bloke. Where can I get more information on this person? I would have suggested that you inspect the esteemed Logos Sanctum, but it was destroyed by the rebels. We received several data crypts and connected them to the cogitators at the command post. Okie dokie. That name might have been used as a signal intelligible only to its intended recipient. In that case, its bearer might be the Archmagos. Oh. I wish to replace my tech priest with the Archmagos. Idra tenses up and listens, then turns around sharply to face. I can hear my friend's snide whispers through the door. Be careful on your search, Magos. If you stare into the shattered mirror for too long, you might see yourself in it, in every shard at once. Hey, Belisarius is cool. Don't knock him. Belisarius is doing what needs doing. Meaning it is that much more of a tainted affair than the new reflection is death-like. What do you know about him? Never met him in person. That esteemed Logis supervisor, the world of Rykard Minoris, Lexicanium. However, he's rarely left in the Cyber Chapel, and I never had the honor of making his acquaintance. A true anchorite. I see. That was all I wished to discuss. Fuck it. Let's ask what else I can do. If you'd like a distraction, a smaller, safer uprising express at your leisure, there is a planetoid in my system called Philia. It hosts a prison colony. He wants to shoot it from orbit, but... Evelyn Winterscale. Who's Winterscale? Who's Evane Winterscale? I know that name. Ah, that's the person I want to fucking coerce. Evane Winterscale is... She's another rogue trader, I think? Which means no matter what happens on the planetoid, we must aid the Highborn. I don't like aiding Highborns. Find out what is going on. Brr. Let's just fucking belt through these and see what goes on. I've heard about the lenses. What makes you think they're enchanted? Any fool can light fire with a with a magnifying glass. Insurgents managed to steal a Voxcast. They've been listening to people's communications. It is not much, but it is something. I will order an audit of our equipment and see to it that our communications channels are more closely monitored. However, it was only the accidental success of an otherwise disorganized mob of heretics. Insurgents talk of a final dawn. Yet another superstition. Surely you don't expect me to believe it. Yeah, so this is kind of what I expect from someone like this. Absolutely no knowledge of the warp. The rabbles' usual superstitions. I'm sure this Aurora is a charlatan muttering some doggerel. Which their dim followers think to be magic spells, but this does, of course, warrant their eventual burning in the furnace of penance. Yes, it does. You ought to leave your bunker more often, Governor Medne. I've only recently arrived in this system, and I already know much more about the uprising than you do. Alright, perhaps I've underestimated the mutiny, writing it off as rabble and usual nonsense. Perhaps it does. I got experience for that. However, if it does involve corruption and an underground cult, this needs to be investigated. I'll assign additional resources to it and take the issue seriously. You have my word. Yeah, there we go. I've convinced him of chaos. Is there anything in here I can
I'll lay
borrow?
claim to the stars.
Let's just force the fucking crowbar our way in. Pascal leans forward and runs his fingers over the keys. Pascal's not even using it. I appealed to the machine spirit to open the Legis Abel's personal archives. Cannot see the secret design, but I can sense it. Shackles and stasis. The mind of the initiated are slumbering in the new harness of their vows. I'm registering an impulse of change. I surmise a potential influence on the stasis of secret design. There came a time when the spirit was turned a circle, but it can be discontinued. The revelation granted by the Omnicide Logos Abel in the course of his data meditation has been recorded verbatim. Logos Abel is seeking an audience with the venerable Da Impulse 6, who may assist in interpreting the revelation. And he's gone to the Cenobium. The cycle can be discontinued. I recognize these words. I believe I know the intended recipient of the message in the Furibundus system. It was me, Omnisar. Grant me the wisdom to fathom this mystery. Upon his orders, archives of every Augur station on Rykard Minoris and the 2 primary satellites have been queried. Said satellites are named Majos Maruf and Zaire the Keen, after the two great champions of faith, who external cogitators were placed inside the satellite cores after their shells perished. The purpose of the sacred computation requested by the Lotus is to uncover the external influence behind the ongoing insurgency. Fuck, these things are a mouthful. Computation result positive. Multiple instances of interference and malfunction detected, suggesting that the ships moving across the system deliberately blinded the sacred augure's eyes. The first of these ships is thought to have arrived. That's the wrong two. No, maybe? To Rykad Menorah site, maybe. Recent one arrived a month ago. The satellite Majos Maruf reports the ship translated to the system. Its signature consists of the records of the Rogue Traeger dynasty. My ship. Heavy auger station jamming, possibly hidden insurgent base. Oh. Fancy. Anything else in here? Probably not.
Victory awaits.
This looks fairly normal. Anyway, we have an Archmagos here. I'm sorry, Pascal. I wish to get rid of you. Oh, I could just outright return to the Void ship. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the last few days, I've received several messages from different decks complaining about anomalous behavior in the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech, litany, or ritual or pacification can rid them of this obstinacy. The tech priests can deal with the vessel's systems, but the servitors, they make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change their assigned rituals, and sometimes downright freeze. Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in cogitated calculations or have some other sensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed. Well, I mean, possession is on the table at the moment. Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into local legends. Door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering, folk have grown used to all that. So our resident ghosts have come to decide up the ante. I'm telling you, these things are only going to get worse from here. The Technomats inspect. Maybe I do need the Archmagos. Maybe a regular tech priest is just not on the tables. Maybe we need a full blown Archmagos on the ship. The Technomats inspected the servitors, included they pose no danger. Yeah, just like last time. According to the servants of the Omnissiah, such behavior is caused by either echoes of the minds not completely eliminated or by manifestations of the machine spirit's will. Nevertheless, the faulty servitors make the crew's task considerably more difficult, and the High Factorum Danorak would like to discuss how he is awaiting me on the bridge. Well, I would like to go back down to the fucking surface because I have more shit to do down there. And the fancy highborn can wait because someone mentioned an Archmagos, so you can all get fucked.
I won't tolerate weakness.
It automatically selects everyone at the moment because
Experience? Nothing matters more.
well, some missions actually, I assume that some places must have a limited deployment, but so far I've never exceeded like the deploy limit, so. Anything around
None
here worth
shall
it?
stand
Gods.
in my way.
Is that goods? What do we got here? Athletics, 100.
I did fine.
Goods. And grenades.
It's about time.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Pieces are molten at the edge. Statue was destroyed with fire from a multi-laser. Ugh.
The premonition runs true.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Okay. Well, I've looked at everything. Jesus.
Follow my lead.
Yeah, so the only person I actually had to take this time, the only one that was, like, I couldn't take in or out was Pascal, which is no huge shock. Open the gate!
Victory awaits.
I want an Archmagus. I don't fuck Pascal. I'm trading him in. Trading him in for a better model. The heretics were killed swiftly and ruthlessly. They never had time to reach for their weapons. See, this is why I want an Archmagus. And not fucking silly little Pascal.
Darkness lurks beyond the bright flashes. No, two darknesses. One streaked with red, with clanking shackles and false preaching. The other, a bilious yellow, the tang of roiling blood and screams of pain.
That is
The
not
colors of
helpful.
this place are flecked with sparks of pain. Bright scarlet, blackish crimson, deathly gray. A kaleidoscope of despair and madness.
Why is it that she sits there and she goes, look at this kaleidoscope of madness. Look at all these crimsons and everything else. And she's my freaking navigator that uses her fucking servant's blood to paint pictures. Fucking Slanesh demon. Junctions are often marked with the symbols of a key that connect the two. Yeah, well, that doesn't help me because it doesn't tell me what the keys
A
are.
new challenge for me?
Quick electric shock was not what killed this cult, as his face and skin contorted. He was tortured. Okie dokie.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
On the maladies of machine spirits and the ways of diagnostic divination. Okie dokie.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
It's about time.
Mummified electro priest. The tech priest body rests on a metal table surrounded by sparking spirals of copper coil. A patina of sacred unguents cover his withered flesh. His augmetics have been polished with great care. Intricate electos cover the dead man's crossed arms and bare torso. Strands of wires envelop his head. Pascal respectfully bows his head before the dead man and carefully touches the shriveled body with the tip of a mechadendrite. Honored adherent, I thank you for showing us the truth of the fabricated General Peckover's maxim. Death does not end the service of the spirit-driven. Examine the body, please. The body seems motionless, but you notice a slight tremor in the fingertips. This ancient servant of the Omnisar must be data dreaming. His mind, enveloped in digital reverie, can persist for hundreds or thousands of years while his frail body is decaying. The sacred state of trance is a great reward only earned by the wisest and most pious servants of the machine god. Such purity of color, I've never seen anything like it. Deep tranquility shrouded in cool white clouds, such unity of thought and spirit, the dead are incapable of exuding such hues. Next to the table the body is resting on, you see small amulets crafted from burned cogitator circuit boards. There is no dust on these small offerings. They were clearly left here recently. Can you hear me, Tech Priest? The smell of ozone lit fills the air. The vox on the ceiling comes alive and lets forth a solemn binaric aria that turns into a crackling, solemn voice. In this dark hour, I am ready to bring you good tidings, Tech Brethren. Now respond with the words of a second galvanic hymn. The second galvanic hymn is a revered and miraculous prayer of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Naturally, I know it well. Yeah, I totally know what it is. The monastery is under attack by heretics. In my data dream, I saw their unholy requests and rejected them angrily. For it is said that in the fourth article of security, no unbeliever's hand shall intrude upon the operation cycle. They have seditious designs on the relic, but I should give you, who does not belong to our faith and fellowship, my blessings and stand upon the blasphemers. I see. What an answer. I see. This statement is true, the first article of security says. Fear above all evils and the defilement of knowledge, and command outweighs the prohibition contained in the sixth article of security. Let knowledge be locked away from the ignorant. So be it. In the name of shaming the unbelievers, I grant you the blessing of special access and protection from the rage of the motive force. That sounds good.
Stop! There!
I found another one. Oh, I can't talk to that one.
Tolerate weakness.
I wonder if it's... I wonder if it's just like whichever one you come across first. Is there another room on this side? There is.
Not satisfied with that answer, I will repeat my question again. The last electro priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the corpse emperor!
Another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
I assume this guy is a proper psyker? Oh, this is Heinrich's. He's the Inquisitor. The tall, dark-haired man sizes you up with a quick glance. A supernatural chill is making the air around him crackle softly. The expensive fabric of his jacket is stitched with gold thread and marked with several reddish-brown stains. A foresword and a vox hang from his belt, and the emblem of the Holy Inquisition glitters on his chest. A seneschal, isn't this the chap we're supposed to find? The chap. Kneel and repent of your heresy before a rogue traitor. Isn't this the chap we're supposed to find?
I dare say it is, Lord Captain. Now, if it were possible for the gentleman to properly introduce himself and dispel our doubts.
The chap.
Seneschal? Lord Captain? Do I have the pleasure of speaking to a rogue trader? Allow me to introduce myself.
Yeah.
Interrogator Heinrich van Kalox of
Oh,
the
he's an
Imperial
interrogator.
Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. I must confess, I'm perplexed to meet someone of your standing in a place like this.
This guy is like the worst person you want to meet in a dark alley. I'm here to collect you. I'm under orders from the Lord Inquisitor to offer any assistance you may require, after which I am to provide you safe passage.
Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task.
Oh, shit. As is the way with fucking Inquisition.
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult. You're addressing a rogue trader.
Blood. I'm usually all for this, but I think today you've picked the wrong one. You picked two when you should have chose one, bro.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody.
To aid his faithful servant in the fight against corruption is the solemn duty of all whose actions affect millions of the Imperium's subjects. Let your example guide those who will carry the Emperor's light across 1,000 stars.
I'm so glad I'm sitting here just, you know, listening to Cassia spout her fucking Emperor shit. Although, to be honest, she's probably the best person there is to talk to this guy. Or the sister.
You are familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the Redeemer. Not every acolyte can say the same, let alone people less initiated. Please forgive my lapse in manners, Lady Navigator Orselio. It is a great honor.
He's noticed she's a navigator.
I came to Rykad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions.
I need to point out, like, I seriously need to point out that normal people are not supposed to tread, enter, or anything else in an Adeptus Mechanicus facility. So even old mate Inquisitor over here, he's not supposed to be in here.
Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor. Given the prophecy of the final dawn, and the special efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the holy power source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted final dawn.
Well, this is just an educated guess, but I would say that the person by the name of Aurora is probably large and bird-like. Just a hunch.
Blasphemous insanity.
The tech priest's visor. He doesn't have a visor. Flashes and turns a bloody scarlet. A soft hum of some activating systems is heard from under his robe. This wretched planet's troubles are none of my concern. I'm taking you to the ship. I can help you with Aurora. Let's join forces.
Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base. I am positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall, near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
Oh. Cassie has been punted. Fuck, he's only level 4, this bloke. If he's an Inquisitor... Ah, fuck it. Cassia can get nicked. Fucking hell. Now I'm gonna have to level him up like a bajillion levels.
I help others better themselves.
Cassia doesn't really do a lot. She's just like a...
every step.
She's just a buffer. If she had more to offer, then I would be all for her, but she doesn't really. Maybe at higher levels. But, yeah, at the, like, I'm replacing a Psycho with a Psycho, basically. It's, you know, I'm not really getting anywhere. He does not have this Blessing of Special Access buff. Oh, well. It looks like it's literally a buff. Who? Oh, Pascal. Well, we have two options. I can't do joint analysis because I think I've already got it. Precise attack is... As I assume that's... I mean, judging by the tooltip, it's a ranged attack. It's tactical knowledge. The operative removes one exploit from each enemy in a radius. All allies gain +2 exploits to remove % armor until end of combat. The operative's next non-area attack inflicts them with the intimidated attack. Yeah, let's intimidate people. What is his fellowship score? Based on intelligence instead of fellowship. That actually looked really good. I don't know what half of those things were, but it was... The boon was better than the downfall. He's a warrior. I actually expected him to be an operative. Look at all those points. That is fucking disastrous to my health. Okay, let's see what we got. I probably, if he's a warrior, I probably should have got rid of old mate here. Oh, well, it's too late now. Toughness. He has endure. What do we got here? There we go. He can heal, but he can't do it yet. He needs Psi rating +1. Let's give him Reckless Strike, because I actually do like Reckless Strike. And there's not really much else I can do. Oh, I can do Purge. Purge Souls. Shield of the Emperor. What does that do? Increases deflection. Let's do that. He actually, yeah, look at his fucking Xenos skill. Let's give him carouse. Weapon skill. Psycho's armor increased by 5. This bonus is increased by at the start of every round of combat except the first. That sounds good. Psi rating +1. Character level required 10. So yeah, I've got to... It's going to take a hot minute. Force weapon attack deals extra damage. Sure. Keep going with that. I should really put his fucking coercion skill up. An Imperial Inquisitor. What is enforced reality? Usage of a heroic... Oh. Decreases veiled degradation. That's fancy. And helpful if I was using Psychers. Not in the target's line of sight. The Psyker is in cover. All resistance tests so far. I actually like that idea. Maybe that will stop things from blowing up, too. What level is he? I don't know what level he is. Like, it's got all this shit. If the warrior has less than half health, they gain bonus stuff. The warrior's melee attacks deal an extra damage if there's no one near him. Whenever the enemy attacks it, deals extra damage. Like, that's... Yeah, that's all cool stuff, but... It's not realistic stuff. Like, we really need to look at stuff like this. Except for crowd kill. Disarm, hardened scar. Just hit under the endure effect. Impetus, that's charge. The warrior becomes incredibly deft. Charge and slash do not end the warrior's movement. And grant dodge. Psyker's armor is increased by 5. This bonus is increased by 5 at the start of every... Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Enemies adjacent to the Psyker deal more damage. I don't know. It's like... There's so many points. Every time an ally uses a heroic act. That's pretty solid. Imperial World characters gain 10 hit chance. I'm actually go with that, because that is a very solid thing. Now... No, I still can't do that. Divination is good. I might go with Divination. Because, what's the name has that. And it's actually a really good spell. Can I do... There we go. Psi rating +1. So I'm going to actually have to wait until the next time that all cycles around for him to actually get those regeneration skills. Toughness. I don't actually know if athletics is worth it. Yeah, fuck it. Or I could give him more Medicae. He can heal. My actual cycle. So she should now be able to... Oh no. Pre-science? Well, I don't want to keep going through these. Until the operative's next turn, their allies' attacks also remove exploits and deal plus int bonus more damage. Maybe. A lot of this is locked. Might go sensory deprivation. And then she should have psi rating +1. Yeah! And then that opens up more the next time. I know what's going on. Oh, she's hard locked. Sees her surrounding, reduce enemy dodge chance. Yeah, less dodge. Now, can she actually pick up anything down here? Ooh, base skills. Look at that. Bolt weapon expert. Chain weapon expert. Oh, some of these are really fucking fancy, aren't they? Dueling master, flame weapon expert. It will not die. Las weapon expert. Plasma. What dictates a solid projectile weapon? Anyway, not important because we are going with bolter. Okay.
Follow my lead.
Nope. I haven't got everyone. Good.
We should deal with this.
I think I missed something else. Yeah, there's... Oh, actually, no, that's over here. Can't get that yet.
A new challenge for me?
The cultists were killed with some hit to the back from some kind of electric weapon. Circular cogitator, the electro priest's hiding place must be up near. Yeah, no kidding.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
What? Hang on, why am I immediately in combat? And why am I up against these guys? Let's... The battle begins, I guess. And she can't actually move, so here we go.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Get frickin' barbecued. Well, this explains the electricity buff.
I need a foothold. Naturally. Let's see to it.
Close enough. Heckin'.
Holy terror.
Chop.
Smite your enemies.
That was not a good chop. He's the only one I'm kind of worried about, really. Everybody else seems to just be eating the electric damage.
Advancing.
Heckin'. Pa!
Request approved.
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
Yeah, you need to put that away.
Suits my purpose. Ah! Another clean strike!
Ha!
All too easy. Not my specialty.
Yeah, see, everybody's attacking, everybody's parrying, so I'm not too concerned about, well, anything really. The only thing I am concerned about is that Adira probably is not going to help me too much here.
Anything else?
Very good. Let's blind this Electro Priest.
Was it you? Or anything else? Will do.
There we go.
It will be done.
And I think that's, yeah, so if I attack that cell, yeah, I got it.
At your beck and call.
High momentum.
I don't actually think I've taken any damage
Your reckoning is
this entire run.
But of course, Lord Captain.
I'll live
I mean,
another
I've
day.
seen damage, like Bartle, for example, just had damage numbers. I've seen damage numbers, but they've all been zeros, so I don't actually think that,
My vow is to the old desire condemns you. Cogitation fails.
load him up with debuffs.
Anything else?
Victory is imminent.
Well, sorry, buddy.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Can't even loot them. That's so rude.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
The motive force field seals the passage, threatening to incinerate anyone who touches it. I see cultists. What's through this door? It's behind door number 1.
None shall stand in my way.
Another little room. Hello, servitor. I found a servitor. The cogitator's green screen lights up as you approach it, displays the flashing message. Pilgrim, only the words of the first galvanic hymn will reveal to you the gifts hidden behind the veil of knowledge. Now chant with me, let us sing the canticle. Pascal. Pascal doesn't know it either. It is not known to me. Only high-ranking servants at the shrines of energetic prosperity are permitted to know the first galvanic hymn. Emperor help us all. The esteemed major has been caught out not knowing a prayer and now he's floundering like a cadet. I don't know the first galvanic hymn.
Take a knee and bow before me.
Oh, Jesus.
The masters demand your death!
I've been ambushed. Oh, loot.
The enemies of the
I just noticed the
Emperor
music
will be
in this
undone.
a bit of alright.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
How rude.
I serve the ruinous powers.
She dodged, but she took 2 damage. Yeah, you should totally run up there. It's not my fault I don't know the first galvanic hymn. You heard the man. Only certain people know it.
Nothing I can't do. You didn't stand a chance.
Ugh, my faith shields me.
These motherfuckers got better aims than me.
At your beck and call. Indeed. It will be done.
Not much I can really do there, is there? Kind of just have to go with this at this point in time.
Explorers know one route.
Much as I would like to bring Pascal into the mix.
Running binaric override.
Yep, good shooting.
Out of my way!
Dira.
They who discern the future own the battlefield. Was that you? Or anything else?
Probably not.
Will do.
What has our Lord Inquisitor got? Here's an auto pistol.
Naturally.
That's not helpful.
Let's see to it. For the throne's glory.
Why did I not foresee this?
Oh, I got the zappy. I don't actually know if that's covering the whole area. It looks like it is.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
No.
That is not the Emperor's will.
This ability cannot be used while there are melee enemies next to the
Doubt is
character.
for the weak.
Right.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
You'll regret this. Suits my purpose.
Let's just buff everybody up and do the best we can, I guess.
Death to the weak. Abelard. I'm not interested.
How can you not get there, buddy?
Someone else can do this. Victory is imminent.
Pascal. Pascal.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
I guess all I can really do is just keep debuffing people and
I serve the ruinous powers.
hope that sorts itself out. Poor Adira, he is fucking
I know what is to come.
stuck in the middle of the zappy. Is this the booble? This is the booble.
Anything else? But of course.
Gust of cold wind ruffles your hair as that went straight past Argenta. I think Abelard already has that. Yeah, he does.
Let's see to it. But of course, Lord Captain. Naturally.
Do all that. Just absolutely load somebody up with buffs, and now there's zappies in front of me. Right.
I'll do it.
I don't know if I'm gonna hit this guy with a bolter. Like, that's gonna be fucking wishful thinking times 1000.
Nothing I can't do.
At the moment, the only thing I can really do is just take pot shots at people. Because there's nothing I can do, like, to get down that walkway.
I will do my duty. That's not the Seneschal's job. One view at a time.
Who have I got? Scal. Can I move there and not get zapped? That'd be nice. 5. Pew. Perfect. Let's just see if I can move him up 1.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
And... nope, too far away. There's not a lot I can really do. Like, I'm in a shit spot. Oh, there we go.
Rejoice in battle! Faith without deeds is worthless. I refuse.
Let's just buff the shit out of her and hope to God we can
Stand, and thy light I crave.
see if we can get rid of the sniper.
Nope. Take two.
I'll do it.
It's wishful thinking with a bolter to shoot that far.
Doubt is for the weak. Why I was chosen.
Oh, I nearly got him.
I'll do it.
That's all she wrote.
I don't have time for this.
Oof, not even in range. Ugh. I would say that
Places at the fort.
I'm probably not going to be able to shoot from here either. Nope, still too far out. Oh, there's
I'm
one
not
there.
interested. I'd rather not.
Who I can't hit either. There's people everywhere.
Advancing.
Come on, Pascal.
The scriptural prognosis is faithful.
Scriptural prognosis is shit. You missed.
Running binaric override.
I can at least debuff this guy now, though, which is good. Idira is probably about to get fucking buzzed.
No can do.
She can't hit him either.
The Emperor is on our side.
Alright, take two.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Bastard.
Forge ahead. Suits my purposes.
Oh, he can't shoot me. That's so rude.
High momentum. As the tactical imperative dictates. My competences are not that universal.
I was hoping that I might be able to use this AoE strike to shoot, like, hit through the box.
Messiah condemns you.
Unfortunately, clearly that's not going to be a thing.
That is not my destiny. I'm not so sure.
Can't see him.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Guided by faith. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Hi, buddy.
Not a problem for me. Nothing of value has been lost.
That should be it. Now I've got enemies scattered from arsehole to breakfast. I've got to try and loot them all now.
Stop. I've never felt pain like this. The whispers told me how.
She just walked through the frickin'... Just walked through the fucking lightning, clown.
Successful.
That lightning actually rips him apart pretty badly. Can't say I'm a fan.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I might be able to use all these new las guns though.
My success isn't irrefutable.
Multitude of symbols are carved into the enormous generator. You realize they're foundational tenets of the electro-priest religion. Standing out amongst them is the triumph of reason over all other facets of human nature. Oh, that was a plasma pistol.
Plasma. A lot of people can use plasma, actually. That's actually really interesting to know.
Follow my lead.
Oh, can I turn them off, can I? It appears the electric priests damaged the motive force circuits on purpose to turn them into a trap. They do indeed appear to be doing me a trap. Well, Pascal now has a plasma gun, so... I mean, that's a plus to me. Quick, run. Run.
It's about time.
Bodies of careless cultists have been thoroughly fried.
None shall stand in my way.
Crispy. Crispy cultists. Is that my Dominus? My Archmagos? Why is he bleeding? A crowd of cultists has surrounded a tech priest crucified on a mechanism. A rhythmic wisp repeated by 100 voices blends into some blasphemous enchantment. Powerful discharges of the motive force run through the machine, causing the unfortunate prisoner's body to convulse brutally, forcing woeful cries of pain from his lips. The tech priest's hoarse voice echoes under the ceiling. In the clenched jaws of stagnation, in the shackles of iteration zero, under the iron wing, let the cycle be discontinued. Pascal's mechadendrites spring into combat mode instantly, and wrathful rattle comes from his vox. I am registering a severe violation of the purity protocol. The blessed Arnonat has been captured by heretics and is being tortured. We must save the esteemed tech priest without risking his life. The mechadendrite points to the corpse of heretics lying nearby. We can use the blasphemous clothing as a disguise. Unrecognized, we can sabotage the power units, overloading them, thus cleansing the hall of heretics. I like this plan. The lightning discharges have charred the cultist corpses. Whiffs of smoke rise from their empty eye sockets, whose contents have been evaporated. Their clothes covered in the blood of innocents are crudely painted over the emblems of the arch enemy, which exude a repulsive air of soul decay. I shudder with disgust at the mere thought of having to touch clothing adorned with the unholy symbols, let alone wear it. This is the first step towards falling. A small compromise with that evil will lead to something greater. Is there truly no other way, rogue traitor? The signs of the archenemy are not just painted symbols, but conductors of its will, the words of their prayers, even spoken without faith, their coat of arms, even deceitfully worn. All this increases the presence of the ruinous powers near you and draws their corrupting attention towards you. Heretical laugh. I'm actually curious to know what it's like to walk in heretic shoes. There's actually 2 heretical options, which is interesting. You know what? Fuck it. I'm doing dogmatic, so let's just fucking go. So be it. Omnissiah, protect the blessed Arnonat in the coming battle. Death to the blasphemers. Death to the blasphemers!
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Come to chaos!
So how many Chaos Demons are gonna fucking appear in here today? That's my next question. Let's pop Pascal up here so he's nice and fucking close so he can just walk out and pulverize somebody. I'm a little bit more surprised that the Inquisitor has not inquired about my unsanctioned sidecar. I do not see the Tech Priest. The Tech Priest is gone. There's a lot of enemies in here.
Can I fall back now?
Suffering is part of the trial.
Crush the feeble.
There's a lot of enemies in here. I was not ready for this.
For the throne's glory. Let's see to it.
What do we got here? What is his stuff? Siphon Life. Oh. Get fucking splooted. All I see over here is either A, a grenade target, or B, a fucking warp lightning target.
Chaos guides me.
There's a lot of enemies in here. This man's on his knees. Yeah, let's not have that happen.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. Each stroke is a prayer.
Let's not have them praying to the dark gods.
Suits my purposes. I shall not fear. Already done.
Get fucking barbecued.
Suits my purposes. Out of my way.
Get barbecued.
Request approved. Running binaric override.
Let me just debuff the shit out of everything. Alright.
Will do.
Fucking enjoy. Oh. There's more Chaos Cultists up here. Oh. There's a lot of Chaos Cultists up here. Oh. That's awkward. Not as awkward as that guy living. Let's give him another...
On it.
Let's give him a little bit of a... little bit more to send him home with.
Follow my lead.
I don't think I'm actually going to be able to do what I would like to do with this.
It will be done.
Jesus fucking Christ. Good shot, bro.
Yes to the weak.
Chaos.
You guys don't believe ours.
I love how they just keep jumping down into the fire. Oh, there we go.
Biggest mistake.
What is this? Heroic Act Siphon Life. I don't think I need to worry about the Heroic Act Siphon Life. I'll just keep siphoning lives.
Lord Captain.
They appear to be a bit confused as to what to do down there. Oh dear. I've tripped the warp. The veil degradation is real.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
How far can I yeet a grenade? That's my next question. Not that far.
Nothing I can't do.
I don't think there's too much more to be done.
Explorers know one route. Forward.
Overcharge. Overcharge, straight forward. Let's just shoot somebody. Excellent.
Cover me.
Nothing quite like just being right next to somebody and missing them.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
I don't know if they're stuck there because they don't want to walk through the fire and the AI is just like, there's fire in the way. Or if they're just sitting there because, I don't know, they want to.
Everyone, step aside. I won't object to it.
Yep, good shoot. Oh dear. We have a player too.
Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Player 2 has entered the game.
I'll do it. I am his will made manifest. As the Emperor commands, I am. My Emperor! I'll do it.
Just keep belting shots into it. Yep, that was a good shot.
I'll do it.
That was another good shot.
Suits my purposes.
Heckin' pop!
Activate calculate fury algorithm.
Let's... try and get as much anti-damage as I can on this thing.
Running binary override.
They will discern the future on the battlefield.
Might actually be able to really cripple this thing. Even if I don't... like, even if it takes a couple of hits, I may actually be able to, like, really, really badly cripple it.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ways.
I agree. Shoot the Chaos Beast. Is he dead? And the cycles of the foreordained, there lurks a flaw of worship. The tech priest's body convulses pain Plaintive creaks of binaric prayers come from his vox. As moments pass, the signal becomes less and less clear, as if something is twisted and wrong being added to it. Pascal studies the tech priest face carefully. His vox system moans in a tragic vibrato. Subject identified. This is not the blessed Arnat. Stranger, I request your name. How do you know my mentor's motto? Examine the text priest. There are deep burns all over his flesh, and the skin around his augment is charred. Blasphemous spells have been carved into his sacred iron, forming unholy litanies of scrap code. It is amazing how robust this tech priest's life support systems have proven to be in maintaining the spark of life in his grievous, wounded body. Try to take down the man. As soon as you touch the tech priest's battered flesh, he shifts his gaze to you and says with sudden clarity, "Many sparks have gone out, but not all. The electric shepherds are alive. In the darkness, I heard their prayers. Find them, save them, recite the hymn of contact circuit restoration so that you may behold what is hidden." I assume that's referring to the hymn before. Of contact circuit restoration? As the motive force runs down the tech priest's body and his face contorts as a mocking grimace, malformed binaric code, repulsive jarring on the ears pours out of his vox. Information archived in the effect of the circuit restoration hymn is the entrance to the password to the Electro Priest's hiding place. I note with great sorrow that the cultist ritual has been partially successful. My tech brother has been tainted by corruption. He's in the grip of a schismatical... An unholy imitation of machine spirit. I request immediate activation of Texorism protocol. Grant the Emperor's peace. Jesus, I fucking shot him 3 times. Don't touch him, Pascal. Grips his neural augmetic in its claw and extracts it from the socket with the utmost care. The skull bone cracks dryly and brain matter taints the sacred metal. Rest in purity, tech brother. The knowledge you have attained through your efforts will be preserved and purified. Thank you for the hydrate. And the posture check. The Messiah commands a pious mind to stride forward, uncovering the truth. Therefore, I will not stop until I find my mentor and understand his connection to the servant of the machine god. I request the privilege of joining your retinue as a rightful companion. I can offer to fulfill the duties as an engineer on your ship in exchange for the right to follow you and conduct my own investigation. Well, I certainly wasn't saving this guy, apparently.
The machine god grants the insight.
It's all good. He was just another tech priest. We don't want him. We want the Archmagos. There's so much shit in this room. And it is shit. Like, there's probably nothing legitimately good in here. Some of them do have good las weapons. I will give them that much. But I think I'm using... Like, I think I had enough.
To the current of the motive force. May its dulcet light shine in our luceric coronas. May its vitality nourish our augments. May its purity wash over our imperatives and engrams.
Oh, there's somebody in the fucking throne.
As far as I am aware, the monastery supplies power to several major hive cities on Raikan. Hidden somewhere in the depths of this building is a reactor of monstrous, unfathomable power.
I see a servitor. Safety system control altar. See, now goods up here are probably goods worth trying to pick up, but that was also bollocks, so... Is this servitor any good? Distribution servitor. Oh, that servitor's balls as well. This way. There is something over this way. Loot. Loot. Where is the loot? Immediately this way. Goods.
Operation successful.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I don't remember any of these options being the fucking answer. Journal. That's what I want. Archmagos Armanat. Reach the reactor, the Adeptus Mechanicus Monastery. None of those options are the right option, are they? The motive force that floweth through copper vein, the omnisar from whom the holy discharge springeth forth, the blessed cathode beckons, timeless electron, the mighty reactor performeth the sacrament of fusion, the closed circuit wherein the path start and the time the not. Like, I don't remember that tech priest saying any of those. What? That is fucking huge. How am I supposed to learn all that? Bro expects me to fucking pull all three out.
A new challenge for me.
Hang on, this isn't my fault this time. Yeah, and they all died up the top too.
Follow my lead.
Yeah, this is definitely not my fault this time. I don't know why they've got servitors here that I can interact with when, you know, there's not really a point interacting with any of these servitors. Wait, maybe I can ask this bro. No, he does not wish to play the game. Wait, what's this? After their encounter in the electrodynamic, Heinrich Svens allied himself with the rogue trader. Gleam of the Final Dawn. The Lord Captain knows the entrance to the priest's hiding place. Interrogator Van Kellogg's thinks the priests are hiding somewhere in the circular cogitator. I think that's the two blokes I found in the wall. Apparently not. Find the surviving priests in progress. Maybe I haven't found them all.
None shall stand in my way.
Suppose I can...
Victory awaits.
What's this?
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Oh! Found loot. Got a new Psycho staff. Cool.
A new challenge for me? Follow my lead.
Here. Holy Discharge, Arcane Key, Colossus Circuit, Immortal Reason. Oh, Holy Discharge. Arcane Key. And what did you say? Immortal Reason. Loot. Goods. Oh, big plasma gun. An arc rifle. Hehehe.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I just realized where I am.
It's about time.
I don't know. Oh, God. A shortish, muscular man wearing the scarlet colors of the priesthood of Mars steps into your path. The wrinkles on his cheeks and forehead point to his propensity for frequent outbursts of fierce anger, but right now he's showing no signs of aggression. Glowing blue patterns of electric tattoos or electus show through his oddish blue tinted skin. The man's eyes are dark and empty, yet he turns his face straight towards you with no hesitation. He has a sharp, screeching voice, not unlike a bird's cawing. May the charge of the Omnissiah's mercy persist in the hands of the faithful. May the motive force persist in their batteries. Another blind heretic to battle? Jesus Christ, make the sign of the Aquila, the Emperor protects. The man responds curtly as if giving a military command. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. The hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium receives you, pilgrim. I am Dimpulse 6, servant of the motive force and praetor electroid of this sacred monastery. Pascal bows down humbly before the man. A trill of binaric signals comes from his vox, to which the praetor responds with a solemn gesture of blessing. Pascal turns to you and says, the rank of praetor electrode is a sign of high standing within the electro priest fraternity. To be granted an audience is a great honor. I don't really think we were granted an audience. We just kind of walked in. You have the honor of hosting the rope. Jesus Christ, Albadar. This is not something you... Look at this fucking guy, man. There's a time and a place for everything. This isn't the time or the place. Within these worlds, worldly titles are nothing before the motive force. Your deeds, however, speak far louder than titles. Your path here is sprayed with the blood of desecrators. Yeah, pretty much. It was... To you, was it not, that the Logis Abel came seeking an interpretation of his data trance? Yes, Tech Brother Abel arrived here to engage in a magnetic meditation that would help clarify his visions. Unfortunately, the heretic's machinations prevented us from completing the ritual. The esteemed Logis volunteered to help in defending the monastery, but contact with him was soon lost. Tell me about the man. We did not speak much to each other. He preferred to devote his time to solitary reflections in his chapel. The Omnissiah has given Tech Brother Abel a gift of great insight, which allows him to discern each individual facet of existence rather than overall view. This makes his logic different from that of other people. His mind has always been able to combine facts and conclusions into harmonious wholes that were nothing short of beautiful. Many among my flock found his sermons poetic. What kind of visions was he receiving? The Omnissiah's revelation was encrypted with great meticulousness, which indicates its great importance. Grasping it fully is beyond my ability, but a single touch was enough for me to realize the enormity of the secret concealed within, or more exactly, the secret design, which was how Tech Brother Abel referred to it. His mind had discerned in the world around him traces of some grand silence that he wished to comprehend. Logis Abel is dead. Sad news indeed. Tech Brother Abel was chosen by the Omnissiah to be a comprehender of great mysteries. May his spirit's motive force come into being anew in the fount of the miraculous fusion reactor. I have a few questions about this place. Truth is like light, and blocking its path is criminal. Who are you? The hard-working servants and dwellers of the Cenobium, Electro Priest, and the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Corpuscari did us a great honor by entrusting it into our care. The sacred relic around which the hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium was built. What precisely do you believe? That's fucking dangerous. Tell me more about your relic. It would be pointless to describe the miraculous fusion reactor. Only through beholding its ferocious power can one comprehend its blessed essence and fear the might of the Omnissiah. Its core was found 4,000 years ago and delivered to Rykard Minoris by the holy warrior of fate, Loki Impulse. Loki Impulse won during one of his campaigns. Its sacred spark has not gone out for an instant, and the walls of power units of the Cenobium have been erected around the relic in order to protect it from ignorant lay people, as well as protect it from its formidable might. Pascal keeps his solid silence, but the quiet clicking of the Mechadendrite's claw betrays his excitement of being so close to a sacred archaeotech, which is holding a weapon. You are not like other members of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are not. Our faith imposes a duty of obedience on us. Every Electro Priest is given numerous electus that combine the blessed Voltgeist circuit, allowing feeble flesh to withstand the might of the motive force. That is why our skin glows with such light, and our eyes boil and melt when we are ordained. And I'll ask them what they believe in. We've devoted ourselves to the worship in every aspect of the machine god, which is known as the motive force. It is blessed divine spark that creates impetus in the universe. The Omnissiah in his mercy gave the world the gift of the motive force. We follow its impulses in order to increase it, bring it to lay people, and protect it from the unholy hands. I understand everything. I am pleased to be the conductor of truth. I would say the conductor of knowledge, but hey-ho. Why are you calling me a pilgrim, bro? Only those lay people who desire to experience the motive force are allowed to cross the monastery's threshold. All others are profaners and criminals. You do not belong to the fraternity of Electro-Peace, but your intentions are good. If you were not seeking the Omnissiah's wisdom, then it was the motive force itself that brought you here to find it. Well, not really. I just kind of showed up. Right time, right place, you know? When the heretics descended in droves upon the Cenobium, we gave battle. But the unholy foes buried the Omnissiah's warriors under a mass of their bodies, thus extinguishing the defender's sparks of purity. It was then that I ordered my few surviving brethren to retreat into the monetary secret chambers. Upon taking refuge here, we began to destroy the blasphemous intruders in surreptitious ways. Alas, fiery as my brother's anger was, I had no right to permit them to die in honest combat, for the task of taking back our abode still lay ahead of them. I must commend the skills for which secret chambers are concealed. Hear a tinge of wounded pride in Heinrich's words, as if he's upset about failing to discover the Electro-Priest shelter. Your choice of tactics was wise as well. There was no point in losing more lives in the massacre that the cultists wrought. The leader of the heretics fought her way into the Ark, wherein dwells the miraculous fusion reactor. She's trying to desecrate the right of operation with her unholy litany so that the relic may be corrupted and the world of Rykard Minoris may perish in a fount of fire. But my brethren in their magnetic meditation are hampering her in efforts by chanting access request prayers in unison, thereby suppressing the commands that the blasphemers enter. Fuck, this is a lot of big, complicated words. This holy place will be protected against sacrilegious practices, I swear it. In the monastery, I was attacked by people who look like Electro-Priests. That is a lamentable mistake. We knew of no help that was on its way. We're not expecting to encounter any allies in the monastery's chambers, but I see that you are alive, and I mourn the senseless deaths of my brethren. Indeed. I wonder if you would have so touchingly mourned of the Lord Captain's death, or if such sentiments would have only been awoken by the sound of our void ship delivering a punitive strike from orbit. Oof. Scoff. I was under no misconception that anything resembling a fighting spirit could be expected from humble priests. A true person of faith would never have hidden. I'm sure the fucking Battle Sister will love that option. You made the right decision when you chose to avoid combat and save yourselves. My enforcers and the governor's guards can help you reclaim the monastery. I cannot allow this. Lay people are forbidden from visiting the monastery, and only a selected few are allowed to behold the Ark and the relic within. You and your retinue and pilgrims of special status bestowed by the Emperor. However, should any soldier unblessed by the Omnissiah cross this monastery's threshold, I will deem them a heretic and have to put them to death. Bro doesn't fuck around. Confirm the presence of lay people on monastery grounds without the Praetor's electrode blessing will be regarded as sacrilegious violation by the holy rite of operation. Heinrichs tried to pull his inquisitorial values and then realized that he holds no weight here. Eat shit. Sure, better to die protecting their lumens and coils than to accept help from the unworthies, and we'll have to deal with the mess as usual. Yeah, I'm just gonna say nothing. I wish to get to the holy reactor. Clearly taking the piss out of each other is not going to get anybody anywhere. The Ark is hidden from pilgrims' eyes, but considering the extraordinary circumstances of your visit to this monastery, I grant you that right. The hall that leads to the High Reliquary has been barred by the enemy, but I will open a secret path for you. Enter the Ark and experience the motive force, pilgrim. We will pray to the security systems that they may refrain from punishing you. Charming. Requires dogmatic follow-up. The time has come to prove your loyalty to the Omnissiah, Praetor. In the name of the holy god of humanity, strength in numbers will fulfill... Fuck yeah, let's go. Thank you, Pilgrim, for reminding me of our holy duty to humanity. I will send the Cenobium's warriors to your aid if that is what his warriors want me to do. Fuck yeah, I got some Electro Priests. I say goods. My goods. Into the bowels of the monastery where I totally won't get cancer. He only gave me 2 fucking priests? What a loser. I assume they'll just run independent. Given that I can't really select them or anything. That is a big fucking zinc eye on the floor. Cool faceplate, bro. The face of the woman who stands before you is hidden behind a grotesque barred mask. Yet the voice pouring out beneath belongs to someone else. It is the husky, somber bass of a void wolf. A border of ships. How predictable your path. How static. All possible deaths you have skirted only to perish here in the fiery tempest that will mark the final dawn. Aurora, the woman turns her mask to Pascal and gloats. You have arrived just in time, little cog. Schismaticals use your regalia like a mask to subdue the reactor. Cog, I simply cannot comprehend why apostates try to insult me by comparing me to the sacred symbol of our faith. It is irrational. The sacred cog grinds all corruption to dust. From the dust I will build order. Pascal announced my arrival. With the Omnisa's blessing, the rogue trader Von Valencius has come before the miraculous fusion reactor seeking to perform the purification and eradicate the corruption. All unauthorized persons are hereby ordered to lay down their arms and humbly accept their punishment. Fuck it, this bro's better than the other one. Humility is the lot of the meek. I am the harbinger of great change, and my visions of great cataclysms have come to incinerate what humanity I had in my heart. The woman's voice breaks and shifts to a different pitch and timbre. A martyr's voice, young, fervent, and in pain. Time is all but run out. I can hear the fist of the future knocking on the door of the present. Choose quickly what you want to be when it walks in. A blind slave to what is gone, a faithful servant to what is to come, or a corpse. I would take some time to wrest from you the details of the future that the cult prophesies, but hopefully when we're done, what's left of you will still be capable of coherent speech. What you'll be is a living torch blazing for his glory. Who are you? My name is known to you. I am Aurora, servant of Urlon the Cruel. Urlon the Cruel? That doesn't sound like a lot of change. It sounds like a fucking pink horror or something. A great path for one who is born in the Imperium's into the Imperium's bondage, but shunned by her predestined in favor of change promised by the edge of daybreak. I assume that Urlon is a... your flippancy is so amusing. Where you have no inkling of the chasm that separates us, he is a prophet who foresaw our impending doom and who graciously bestowed upon us the right to choose a different path. He is a shard of ancient wisdom from a time from before we were slaves to our bitter predestination. I mean, he could just be a fucking cultist of Tzeentch, really. Rogue Trader, I can't wait to close this creature's mouth with the seal of death, or are you saving this glorious deed for yourself? She's getting antsy. Let's keep asking questions. Our teacher, our savior, our merciful God, born in the immaterium out of the woes of those laboring under the legacy of ignorance and servitude. That's a bit rich for Tzeentch. The woman's face is hidden behind the mask, but there is a sharpness to her voice that convinces you that her face is contorted in grimace. And he remembers you, Bardo von Valentius. Your little purge by fire will not make you invisible to the Weaver of Destinies. I don't really call it a purge by fire, it just seemed like a fucking interesting thing to do. So what is this final dawn? Salvation from a death whose name is yet unknown, but whose approach is sensed by many. Soon it will claim every inhabitant of the Coronis expanse. Do you think anyone will come to our aid when the cataclysms shake our homes and planet-wide genocides are unleashed? Will the Emperor help? Will the idol of our iron they call the Omnisaur? No, we will die alone and abandoned. Only one deity is promising salvation, the Edge of Daybreak. Mercy and salvation will come to all those who believe in him and purify their souls in the light of the final dawn. The Edge of Daybreak? Is that who they call in Tzeentch now? I don't know how it's fucking ordinary. Everyone born in the Imperium has a predestination. The soldier, the commoner, the administratum official, the technomat, the void rat. All are consigned to serving the Golden Throne and then dying a grim death for its glory. The Imperium never thinks twice about treating people as exploitable and expendable. After all, they are the most easily replenished of all resources. That is true. Even after your path is predestined, Rogue Trader, you will inevitably perish on your quest to expand humanity's domain, and your end will be particularly grim and ghastly. The fruits of your effort will be enjoyed by others, the eternal aristocrats who dwell on Mars, Terra, and other safe worlds. Why are you blinding people? Do you think they are blind? They see far more than you do, through the reflections in the mirrors blessed by the energies of the Immaterium. The Edge of Daybreak reveals to them what visions of true existence. It gives them the glimpse of what is to come. Their eyes lie. Our erstwhile masters have taught them to see only what is consistent with the lies they tell. The gift we give is that of true sight. The woman takes a glass prism out of the folds of her clothes and looks at you through it with a mocking chuckle. The prism's bluish-pink sheen imprints itself on your retinas as though it's been burned into them. Guess what I see when I look at you? In that case, you should consider losing your eyes too, sister, because your visions are all wrong. My whispers are telling me something completely different about those who dies here and how. I won't spoil the surprise, so let's just say it comes quite a shock to you. I think that's enough heretical talk. People wanted my head, why? Brother Twilight, known to you as Kunrad, marked you as a target. Your foiling of his plan sealed your death warrant. It is now predestined certainty that changes can no longer affect. Tzeentch would be very disappointed to hear you say that. I am lighting the spark of the final dawn. Sometimes the future revealed in the Edge of Daybreak's visions is fragmented between the facets of possibility and the view is unclear. I have glimpsed the importance of this place for what is to come, and I have solved the puzzle. The flash of purity will transform this world and bring it closer to the immaterium in which it will be reborn. False believers will perish in the fire, while the faithful will find salvation in their new... No, they won't. That's not how you make it. It's not how you do a demon world. Jesus. It does have a vile temper, but I have assistants who can help tame it. The woman nods casually towards the maimed electro priests whose hands are affixed to the control panels with steel stakes. Jesus. There's a lot of enemies in here, and had I not gone down this path, I would have never noticed them, and I would have been fucking rudely awakened. One of the Omnisar's servants casts a tortured glance at me, his voice trembling with horror. Blasphemous spirits have crawled under our skin and into our sacred iron. Take the motive force of our bodies, I implore you. We do not wish to offend the Omnisar with the sacrilege our hands are committing. They resisted for a long time, but now their bodies and souls belong to the schismaticals. Line after line, scrap code they produce will awaken the reactor's unyielding spirit as well, and it will too yearn for the change and freedom. Well, it's time to get rid of this fucking thing. Execute them in the name of the Edge of Daybreak. That's fucking ordinary. Yeah, fucking oath, dogmatic. You cannot make out our blasphemous words, but the name of the heretic keeps repeating the Edge of Daybreak. Digs into your head like a blade, defenses flesh. It sounds almost physically painful. It spawns strange and impossible phantoms in your mind. However you manage to muster your strength and banish it, this can't be Zinch. They must be just fucking worshipping like a... I don't even know if it's a greater demon of Zinch or if it's just a demon of Zinch. You know, I'm actually pretty happy with that layout, given that there's no, you know, no fucking cover. Actually, Adira can probably stand to get behind cover. Who are you? Heinrich? Pasquale. Move the sister up there. That wasn't the sister. Who was that? Abelard. Can I move these guys? No. They're just there. Rounds until the reactor explodes. What the fuck? This wasn't part of the deal. I do have to do something real quick. Alright.
Doubt is for the weak.
No, not bio. I have the blue screen filter that comes on at a certain time.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Yeet.
Death to non-believers.
Was that you? Unfortunate turn of fate.
Zap.
Will do.
And all of a sudden, there are significantly less people in the room.
Advancing.
Ekin. Pa!
My vow is to serve.
Chaos guides me.
Huh. He just shot the fucking Electro Priest. It didn't do any damage.
Get me a target.
Sorry, buddy. Well, shit.
For the throne's glory. Naturally.
I'm sorry, little ominous side dude.
Nothing of value has been lost. All too easy. You didn't stand a chance.
Ow.
I won't go down easy.
What was that? Surely that wasn't the Electro Priest. That was Chaos. That was Warp Lightning. Electro Priests don't use Warp Lightning. They just use electricity.
Follow my lead. Indeed.
Again. I'm sorry, buddy.
Someone else can do this. I will do my duty.
Out of my way! Cut you, miscreant!
Pew pew pew. Unless there's a psyker up the back there that I can't see. Or maybe they just were too lazy to differentiate between the lightning type. These Electro Priests are real. I'm glad I brought these Electro Priests.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Hey, there we go.
What is this foreboding?
She does not move very far, and that kind of bothers me.
Anything it...
Oh, she killed 2 of them. Bonus. Oh. Zack.
I serve the ruinous powers!
I'm very accurately, you don't.
The Emperor is on our side.
I forgot to give this guy a new gun.
Let's see to it.
I don't think I'm going to be able to really do anything to that guy. I think if I go out here, I might maybe be able to charge him. Got him.
Suits my purposes.
My place is at the fore.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Whoops. No, actually, that might work.
It will be done.
Hi-ya!
Reduced to dust.
Chop!
My great works, masters!
Guys at the back are a bit more accurate.
To non-believers!
Function successfully terminated.
Bonk. I would like these Electro Priests to actually live. I don't know if it matters if they live or not, but I would like them to live.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. As the Emperor commands, I act. thy light I crave. Doubt is for the weak. This is unacceptable.
Sorry, buddy. I don't think this Electro Priest is gonna make the cut, though. He's not looking healthy.
You'll regret this.
He is not looking healthy at all. Buzzed. There's zappies everywhere.
Running binary override.
I need a foothold.
I'm about to really ruin
I
the
won't
warp in
object
this
to it.
place.
Be gone.
Not a problem for me.
Yep, good shooting.
Already done.
High momentum.
I'm really struggling to move people up, though.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Like, really struggling to move people up.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
One of my poor Electro Priests is like one hit of death.
I'll do it. I will not.
You will. Shoot that man.
Eradicated.
This poor guy. He is doing his best, and he's just
I
not
know what is to come.
not getting there. I can't even. Dira probably needs to be looked at as far as her movement range goes. It's pretty obvious that her movement range is lacking.
Request approved. Significant value.
Everyone, step aside.
Now, can I get you to charge around the corner?
Not sanctioned to do this.
No, I can't. But I can
Let's see to it.
move you weirdly.
But of course, Captain.
My tactics are flawless. Suits my purposes.
3. Give him a
Nothing
whack.
of value has been lost.
Still don't think I can get that one.
That's not the Seneschal's job. Victory is imminent.
Can absolutely just wing the shit out of this. Debuffs? Oh yeah, she's got a crippled leg.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act. I refuse. I'll do it.
What are you doing?
This is unacceptable.
Ah! What? Where'd that one come from? She might be close enough to actually... No, because she can't fucking see it. I just nuked my own fucking priest, but that's alright.
My vow is to serve.
Casualties in war happen, you know?
I'll put my psychic abilities to use. Naturally. I won't object to it.
That Electro Priest has put itself in a horrible spot.
Nothing I can't do.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Damage to bulk.
Not only has it put itself in a horrible spot, it's not doing any damage.
Rejoice in battle. Doubt is for the weak.
Sometimes you just gotta really look at what's going on and make some very serious choices. Shooting from the other side of the room seems like a good choice.
Request denied.
Heckin'.
Successfully terminated.
Let's debuff that Electro Priest.
Approved.
Yeah, because of where that Electro... Oh no, hang on, there's a spot there, I think.
Let's see to it. For the throat, nothing stands against me. I won't object to it.
That'll do.
Suits my purposes.
Except for the fact that I can't shoot with a fucking las weapon, but that's alright.
Follow my lead.
That wasn't what I was shooting at, but we'll work with it.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Alright, the sister's up.
I'll do it.
Fuck.
Not this Scryer's job.
I can debuff the Chaos Spawn, but I can't debuff the other thing. Heckin' chop.
All too easy. Absolutely not.
Indeed.
I'm absolutely gonna kill this other Electro Priest. Oh, he's down anyway.
Still draw breath.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
My psych is in rage. Fucking buzzed. Enough. An aged, rattled voice speaks to you from behind the blood-stained mask. You are powerless to halt the approach of what is to come. I see a crimson trail leading humanity to its doom. I see the glow of the final dawn, and that means existence has made its choice. A dagger flashes in Aurora's hands. She drives into the control panel with all her strength, and you will see it too. You just got fucked on. A blinding voltaic arc bursts from the broken control panel and strikes Aurora's uncanny mask. Its metal heats up, smoke billows through the bars. With a howl, the cultist collapses. The light is gone. Was that it? The final dawn? But it was so different from what our teacher promised. Aurora shakes her head blindly. Her voice is now the voice of an ordinary middle-aged woman, frightened and in pain. You'll pay for this. You will. The woman's body goes limp and collapses to the floor. Her iron mask hits the ground with a dull thud. Pascal examines the corpse with contempt and then concludes dryly, confirming purgation and termination. The heretic took her secrets with her. Pity. I said it would come to it as a shock, didn't I? Her eyes literally sparkled with astonishment. That said, my friends, from behind the door won't calm down. They keep sneering, guffawing as if the joke's on us and not her. Excuse me, that's my loot. The cogitator is probably well beyond repair. But your attention is drawn away from the sacred machine and towards the dagger sticking out of the panel. On closer inspection, it turns out to be the lavishly decorated handguard of a sword whose blade has been pried out. Its pommel is decorated with a strange adornment resembling an eye covered in a scaled lid. What remains of the blade has a blue sheen to it, the same as Conrad's weapon during the mutiny on your void ship. This is no human-made object. It was grown from wraithbone. Fancy. I want this. Give it to me. As you lean over the shard, you suddenly hear a multitude of voices. They blend together and individual words are distorted, as though they are mocking your attempts to grasp their meaning. The nagging whispers is like the burning red scratch of an unholy claw upon your mind. Ooh, I can go heretical. Heinrichs, take a look over here. Is this by any chance what you're looking for? Toss the shards into the depths of the reactor. The unholy object is the work of inhuman hands, and judging by the cold I'm sensing, a tool of the arch enemy. I am most grateful for your vigilance. Heinrichs takes the strange shard out of the control panel and studies it for a few seconds. Curious. Heinrichs stows the corrupt object away and turns to you. Rogue Trader, on behalf of the Holy Order, so thank you for your cooperation and release you from requisition. From this moment on, I am at your service. I am ready to come aboard your ship and head for Footfall as soon as you deem it possible. That is if you don't have other business in the system, in which case I am prepared to assist you in its prompt resolution. Remove the mask. The iron helmet is firmly attached to the heretic's flesh. Her face is impossible to make out in the darkness behind the bars of the mask. But after peering at it for a little longer than necessary, you wonder if, for a moment, you saw something move. Pascal, finish cleansing. Levels for everyone. Miraculous fusion reactor. Give me your loot. Loot.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
The real secret is finding where the middle loot is, so you can loot everything. And not just one or two things. That's the real goal. I think we're done here. I was hoping that some of the boxes that were around the room might actually have loot in them, but wait, there is... Ah, I missed a couple of bodies. Yibbida yibbida, that's all, folks.
Follow my lead.
I'm sorry I didn't bring your priests back, buddy. I'm sure you would have probably appreciated it if I did, but they kind of fell apart.
A new challenge for me.
Look, it's not my fault they don't build them to be chewed on. I can hardly be held responsible for that.
None shall stand in my way.
I can hardly be held responsible that the little tech priesty things were not good enough to be nibbled on by a chaos spawn. Yeah, it's not my fault. Oh god, it's the Inquisitor.
Rogue Trader. I was somewhat brusque at our first meeting, and I would like to make up for it by expressing my thanks for your assistance in the electrodynamic cenobium. Your arrival could not have come at a better time. Thanks to you, I have succeeded in finding the object that brought me to this system in the first place. Now that the weapon of corruption has been seized from the cult, I can satisfy the Lord Inquisitor's wish and travel with you to Footfall, once you have finished your business on Rycat. There is one more thing. The Lord Inquisitor gave me this item some time ago. He must have thought it likely that I would find myself aboard this vessel sooner than he. I was instructed to deliver this device to Lady Theodora. However, given recent events, I believe I ought to present it to you. This is an elucidator, a sacred machine capable of translating the languages of remote and lost worlds into Low Gothic. It can even process Xenos languages to a certain degree. Not without infelicities, but possibly well.
Possibly? What could possibly go wrong with possible translations? Be honest, Van Calox, is this some kind of tracking device?
Certainly not. The elucidator is such a rare and complex creation of the Omnissiah that neither I nor any of my colleagues would dream of compromising its integrity. If you wish, have your tech priests confirm that there are no listening devices inside.
What do you plan to do now?
I would like to offer my assistance in resolving your immediate problems. I'm aware that the ship suffered considerable losses during the recent mutiny and was damaged by the cultists' actions, and you have lost many valuable officers as well. You are in a difficult situation. I am at your disposal.
He's not a true Inquisitor. He's a fucking liar.
It all depends on the Electro Priests.
It's his
who
first
survived
year.
the attack. Fortunately for them, the cultists did not manage to seriously corrupt the holy site, partly thanks to the priesthood's efforts. Nevertheless, I would not be surprised if the local explorator fleet decides to audit and purge the damaged units once it hears about what has happened.
It's his first year. Just give him another 12 months to work it out. He'll get there. Heinrichs is about to say something else when he is interrupted by the sound of a Vox signal.
Thank you for your time. Please consider me at your complete disposal while I am aboard your vessel.
That's my Vox person. Congratulations on the victory, your lordship. The entire vessel was impatiently awaiting the news of your expedition's success. The rumors about you not simply saving the Tech Priest Monastery, but actually eliminating the source of the mutiny, are spreading like wildfire. The Vox transmissions from across the world speak of nothing else. Yeah, I'm pretty great. Governor Medna is expecting you at his command center to discuss matters. We are ready to depart. Suppose I should depart then. I would like to be done with this world. To the bunker. Heinrichs. The planetary governor was a little bit ordinary already when it came to me talking about people. Maybe I should take the Inquisitor with me. Really fucking ruffle his feathers. I'll take a Navigator and an Inquisitor. And a Tech Priest. This man won't know what hit him.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Let's walk in here with a whole bunch of people nobody's supposed to meet. Greetings again, your lordship. Governor Mendau offers Heinrichs a somewhat strained smile. Master Van Kallox, it pleases me to see you in good health. I hope that you accomplished what you intended at the electrodynamic cenobium. Yeah, see, I told you the Inquisitor would make him a little bit fidgety. The interrogator nods without saying a word. After an uncomfortably long pause, Mendau clears his throat and quickly turns to you. I can't express how grateful I am for your help. Now that the insidious heretics' designs have been thwarted, nothing stands in the way of my plans or yours. With Aurora dead, the spirit of revolt is waning, entire squads of rebels are surrendering. We're witnessing the final days of an uprising. I've already signed the order to allocate 2,000 first-class Voidfarers to you. The transfer to your ship should begin any minute now. Good. I would also like to salute the savior of Rykad Minores, and I am already a festive... I would also like to salute the savior of Rykad Minores, and I already have a festive celebration held in my honor. We will celebrate your victory with an ancient custom, the Triumph. You will drive through the city streets accompanied by an honor guard. As befits a hero who has vanquished the Imperium's enemies, while your trophies will be displayed to the jubilant crowds. Let me know once you have concluded your business in the system and are ready for the Triumph to begin. I have other business in the system. But it's good to know that I can come back and wave
I won't tolerate weakness.
Wave my fucking knob around. Thought that was the unidentified void ship. Might as well go and scan this world. That's a fucking rock. Alright. Well, seeing as how we're up to the next part, I figure that's as good a place as any to call it a day. So yeah, and guys, gals, appreciate your eyeballs. I'm just going to wrap it up early for today. And I will be back tomorrow. Whoop, I'm flying away. I can't even back out of this. Cargo manager? Anyway, enough of that. Guys, gals, appreciate your eyeballs. I will be wrapping it up straight up there, but thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.